We chilling, we smoking, we drinking. All of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, man, what the fuck is that? Boom, 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 boom. Fuck is that? Tell my nigga Blake, go look through the peephole. He go look through the peephole, huh? And nigga turn around and say, that's the law. I say, nigga, stop playing. He say, shit, nigga, every nigga in that hoe. Nigga look like Scooby-Doo. Nigga start running on the air. Feeling good, know what I'm talking about? In the crib, smoking on this good gas, and I'm talking about Russell. Yeah. Man, I went through some shit, man.
Too many times I've been dying without too much I can cling on. Too much to lean on, self D-bone in my T-Jones. In Pleasantville, sleeping on Tiger Flow when he's home. Trying to scheme on, jump on some I can bleed on.
Man, with the business. Back up in here, man. It's your boy Screenz, man. Fresh off the motherfucking clock. Goddamn shirt looking crazy in the bitch. Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody subscribe to me. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate everybody just checking my shit out, checking my channel out, man. I'm trying to make it grow. You know, still kicking these motherfucking stories, man. Sitting there trying to watch my daughter game at the same time. That's how I gotta watch it. On FaceTime. Yeah, and shout out to all my fathers, man. Happy Father's Day, you know what I'm talking about? You know, we hold it down throughout the year, you know what I'm saying? 365, man. Ain't no motherfucking days off. Gotta go get it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mothers, you know what I'm saying? Hold it down, see, while we out there grinding, getting this bread. And shout out to the mothers who out there getting their bread too. You know what I'm talking about? And shit, yeah, like I say, man, I'm gonna kick these stories, man. I feel like I owe y'all, you know what I'm saying? Well, shit, I don't owe nobody shit. I've been private most of my life, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't got too many jail stories to disclose to you, but shit, I done went through a bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying, throughout my life, shit. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm entitled to tell some of these stories funny than a motherfucker, some of them ain't, you know what I'm saying? Some of them ain't funny at all, but for the most part, man, I try to keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Shit, that's all I'm gonna be. But moving on, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, shit, I done did a lot of shit in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? And I realized, come to the conclusion that, you know what I'm saying, my area, which is Galveston County, the greater Houston area, I'm gonna say that, you know what I'm saying, you know, we're a bit behind what we used to be. We done caught up by 9, you know what I'm saying, but back in the gap, man, you couldn't tell me that shit. We was behind on culture, you feel me? I didn't really know that shit until, you know what I'm saying, later on in my life. But shit, me and my kinfolk, we used to argue about that shit all the time, you know what I'm talking about? He from the goddamn DMV area, you know what I'm saying, the DC Metroplex, Maryland, Virginia area, you feel me? So he was back and forth, so he'll tell me like, man, it's behind down here. And I'm like, man, what? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, nigga, we ain't behind, nigga. We got everything everything Houston got. Shit, nigga. He like, Houston, shit, they behind too. I'm like, man, you got me fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Me not knowing that this shit is true like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't see it until I opened my eyes when I made it to Prairie View, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all my PV motherfuckers, you know what I'm talking about? PV, you know? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Complete culture shock when I get to that motherfucker, man. For those who don't know, you know what I'm saying, I'm out of Lamarck, Texas, you know what I'm talking about, and shit, coming out of high school over there, you know what I'm saying, when I first entered Lamarck High School, that bitch was probably 65% white, no bullshit, and the rest was probably black and Mexican, you know what I'm saying, mostly blacks and then a sprinkle of Mexican, you know what I'm talking about, And as it gradually go through high school, you know what I'm saying, the shit start to trickle down. The white folk population, you know what I'm saying, because they got to sending their kids to elsewhere, you know what I'm saying, Texas City, opening up private schools, going to motherfucking Queen of Peace, what's that other school over there? My brother graduated from the shit. My little brother. Damn, I forget the name. Y'all from Lamar, y'all know what I'm talking about. Other schools, Santa Fe, all that shit. They was just dividing them up and splitting them up. You know what I'm saying? By the time I graduated, that bitch was probably 85% black. You know what I'm saying? The rest Mexican and probably 5% white. No bullshit. But when I got the Prairie View, seeing all these motherfucking black people blew my motherfucking wig back. I ain't bullshitting. That shit blew my wig back. I'm like, what? And these ain't just, you know what I'm saying, everybody, these scholar motherfuckers. I mean, shit, you gotta be a certain type of nigga, you know what I'm saying, to just wanna go to college and all that shit, but these all wasn't college motherfuckers, man. I know myself, I was just enrolling in the school, you know what I'm saying, just to do something different, you know what I'm saying. Ain't nobody nobody in my family pretty much went to college, you know what I'm saying. A couple motherfuckers did, but my immediate family, nobody went to college. I was the first one. I just wanted to see what it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying. Never just made no intentions of just making nothing out of it, so I really didn't have no direction in which I was going. I just wanted to go, get out the house, and just see something different. But I never expected to see what I seen when I went to Prairie View. HBCU, man, that Black Historical College shit, man, that shit is real. You know what I'm saying? And for me, Prairie View wasn't just a college. That bitch was a community, man. Talking about anything you was trying to do, you was gonna do it. Complete culture shock, man. Complete. I'm talking about shit. Depending on what the type of person you wanted to be when you got out your mama's house, you was gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? Believe that. Some motherfuckers kept that shit sheltered inside. Some people say you want to go somewhere where don't nobody know your name so you can create a different person, you know what I'm saying? But I say, shit, whatever the type of individual that you wanted to be in your life, that person gonna come out, you know what I'm saying? Definitely when you ain't got nobody put no thumb on you, you know what I'm saying? You gonna do it yourself. So, I'm out there, man, shit, trip me out. Every day of the week, man, it's a party. You feel me? You can get lost in the sauce. You feel me? That bitch was hot. It was so many different walks of life at that bitch, man. You got your thug niggas. You got your thug females. You got your athletes. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who wasn't smart enough to go to the goddamn D1s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just there just to get their grades up so they can go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Some real live athletes, some stumped down gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Some hustlers in that bitch. You know what I'm talking about? You got some scammers. These the early scammers, man. That generation right there was the early scammers, man. That bitch was a fool. You feel me? Going to school with this many black people, you know what I'm saying, with that shit on their mind, man, was crazy. And shit, mind you, the reason why I say out of all HBCUs that I know of, I'm talking about your TSUs, your Gramblin's, your Southerns. I don't know about Grambling and Southern because them hoes in the sticks too. You know what I'm saying? In the country ass towns, Ruston, shout out to Ruston. But shit, you know what I'm saying? Being around nothing where you have to group up, you got to do everything together, man. That shit really brought the closeness, the togetherness. You know what I'm saying? The goddamn me, everything. It brought it out you. You know what I'm saying? So we had to be a tight knit community, man. And shit, being that, uh, when I first get there, uh, they had, you know what I'm saying, different factions. Either you gonna be the biggest, I'm gonna say like a car, you know what I'm saying? This shit was like you in the penitentiary, man. Except you got a bunch of hoes, bunch of niggas, bunch of everybody, you know what I'm saying? This shit, but we all there together, you know what I'm saying? Being freshmen, they kind of sealed you off, especially when we got there for orientation. We had to come there. Matter of fact, we had an orientation for a whole week before school started, so they just gave everybody the mix and mingle. We was just there, man. The shit was crazy. The shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But everybody kind of segregated themselves off into the cities where they was from. And shit. Me being that I had a relative from Dead End, you know what I'm saying, from Kennedy Heights, that went to Sterling, and some of his partners being from Sterling that was there that I had met previously, just going up there. Goddamn me, because I used to, in high school, my kinfolk D-Bone used to pick me up. We go skip school. Well, shit, he was already out of school, but I'd be skipping school. We all at Sterling, fucking around up there, you know what I'm saying? So shit, I met a couple niggas off from Kennedy Heights and shit that I was already cool with. So it wasn't no thing when I bumped into the niggas out there at Prairie View, and we was all freshmen together. So shit, niggas just accepted me in the clique, and it was like I was from Houston. I never forget, man. We had about 60, 70 motherfuckers, man, claiming this little clique called Dirty Third after the movie, you know what I'm saying? The movie had just came out. We claimed the Dirty Third, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of niggas from the Houston area, you know what I'm saying, all together, you feel me? So, the shit was so wide up, man. When they had that Houston Dallas shit, man, at that time, Houston wasn't faded at all, you know what I'm saying, at that time. Later on, shit got sticky, but I'm going to tell you why it got sticky. That first semester, like I say, we about 60, 70 deep. Everybody used to be really chilling off in building 4-6 was the spot. That was the only co-ed building. You can go get your drink, you can go get your weed, your handlebars, whatever you need, dice game, everything. You gonna see it in 4-6, man. It was just jumping like that. That bitch was so wide up, man. First semester, like I say, 75 people. Next semester, 3. Nigga had about 3 or 4 motherfuckers, man, left, man, after that. And I say, man, shit, the motherfuckers who was still there, man, shit really boiled down to just me, my nigga Romeo from Acres Home, man, my nigga B-Lo from Dead End, my nigga Chino from Homestead, and shit, a couple more motherfuckers, man, but we was really the clique. Just kept it together, man. And I really fuck with my nigga Romeo, man, because that boy, when I first met him, man, he was like really the only nigga I knew from Houston at that time that was about some gangster shit. Not saying niggas wasn't about it on that Crip and Blood shit, but what I ain't see it. He was the very first nigga that I really just interacted with who was really about his Hoover shit. Him. You know what I'm saying? And shit, he knew what I was about, so shit, we clicked up like this here. Shit had got so ridiculous, man, that boy had he tied a motherfucking blue rag around his belt buckle, I tied a red flag around my shit. You know what I'm saying? So we strutting, everybody knew us. It's together. That whole freshman year, man, if you seen him, you seen me. You seen me, you seen him. And that's just how it went. That whole first semester, man, till the next semester, he wasn't there no more, man. And shit, I'm kind of, if that boy would have stayed, man, we'd have probably been in way more shit than what we got in, and that was a bunch. You know what I'm talking about? We did a whole, and that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna have to kick some of that shit later on, but yo, shit was so crazy, man. That whole freshman year, man, shit. I had, like I say, man, shit, I was just bouncing around, man, because when we first got there, when we very first got there, man, we had linked up, all the Lamarck people. We all linked up together, man. We had counted about 18 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, got to 18, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn. So I got to stay away from 17 motherfuckers. You feel me? And I did that. So shit, without hanging with any motherfucker from Lamarck, man, I just made a whole bunch of new friends, you know what I'm saying? And the shit just jumped off like that. But I got real popular. Cause I don't remember in high school, man, I did my thing, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really worried about being popular. I still wasn't worried about it in college, but me, myself, I don't think I was very, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't one of them, the niggas, you know what I'm saying? True enough, I'm gonna box, I'm gonna shoot, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do, you know what I'm saying, to stay out here. But I was about my money, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. But I'm the type of nigga, I don't give a fuck about what nobody think. But for some reason, when I got to college, man, my popularity boost just hit the roof, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I was doing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was just being me, basically, you know what I'm saying? But I became synonymous with the word Lamarck. It was so crazy that shit, anytime somebody mentioned Lamarck, somebody say, you know, Screenz, or shit, motherfucker mention my name, be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, Lamarck, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like that. But I like to say I put the hood on the map, you know what I'm saying, for different towns, for different motherfuckers in different states and shit like that, because a lot of motherfuckers didn't know about Lamarck, and I had to let them know that we solid, you know what I'm saying? So I represented well, especially for my end, you know what I'm saying? So, but that whole freshman year, man, I just got in a whole bunch of bullshit fucking with Romeo. A lot of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? A lot of bullshit. But man, shit, you know, I peeped the scene, man. I ain't do no hustling or none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? But by that sophomore year, I went on and jumped it off, you know what I'm saying? That freshman year, we stayed in the freshman dorm, but that sophomore year, they fucked around and put us in the goddamn phase. The phase is like a mini apartment building. You got 4 rooms, you know what I'm saying? So that means 4 roommates. Might be 4 niggas, might be 3 niggas you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Or you can find some niggas that you do know and go and group up with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had that many niggas I fuck with, period, but I knew my nigga Blake came down. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I roommate with Blake. Blake was on the other side. I stayed on one side. They had ran out of motherfucking freshman dorms at this one particular time. I had an empty room, and they fucked around and jammed this little freshman nigga in there. Turned out to be a cool little nigga, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga DJ D-Rec, you know what I'm saying? You might catch that boy downtown Houston, you know what I'm saying? Getting it on. But yeah, man, that boy out of Hiram Clark, you know what I'm saying? He was real close with Vince Young. He brought that boy to the apartment one time. Shit, across the way by Blake was another nigga from Mo City, a nigga named Travis, you know what I'm saying? But it was just us, man. Had that bitch jumping, man. No bullshit, man. Like I say, man, preview, man, anything you wanted to be, you know what I'm saying, you was gonna be that, because you ain't had nobody on your motherfucking back trying to lead you otherwise. If you was gonna be a hustler, if you was gonna be a gangster, if you was gonna be a hoe, a slut, anything you was gonna be that. And wasn't nobody gonna judge you because everybody else doing shit too. And this bitch just going down. Talking about for real. We had so many motherfucking freaks running through that bitch. I ain't lying. Shit, between me, my nigga Blake, goddamn me, D-Rec, for goddamn show, shit, we had them running through. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna bullshit you. But shit, between the motherfucking females coming through that bitch and the goddamn slicks and stings I had coming through that bitch, man, that bitch look like a Million Man March. A revolving door. That bitch look like Macy's, nigga. You steady. That door kept swinging, nigga. Kept swinging. And talking about the bitch was so goddamn me jumping. We had snitches around that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We had They had motherfucking undercovers, niggas who was studying to be laws, and they was telling on motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Telling everybody where the spots was at and all that shit, you feel me? So I guess somebody told on me one day, you know what I'm saying? But I was so motherfucking, I was so paranoid. I was so motherfucking paranoid that shit. I used to, every morning, I used to pick up anything I had in there, I used to take it with me, you know what I'm saying? And I used to take it with me so motherfucking laws wouldn't goddamn me find it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Like I say, I had this motherfucker jumping, super jumping. At this time, man, I ain't give a fuck who you was. Like I say, man, I jumped out. I just jumped out on a leap of faith, man, because that whole freshman year, man, I'm sitting there broke, ass broke. I'm doing all kind of dumb ass shit to get some money. I'm talking about we done goddamn me ran up in alumni, took a bunch of meat patties and all this shit, cereal, all that shit just to feed ourselves. My mom ain't had too much bread to send down there, man. I ain't had no money. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the game, how these motherfuckers was goddamn manipulating these goddamn overpayments, none of that shit. I'm down there looking weak than a motherfucker the whole freshman year, but I'm in the streets. I'm steady maintaining being a cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? I done finessed a couple chicks, goddamn me braid my hair and shit for the free, and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Just being a cool nigga. So, but that second year, I turned up like a motherfucker. I done got so cool, everybody knew Screen know where the good smoke at. I kept a good fire bud around me, you know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers knew. And plus, besides that, a bunch of motherfuckers was falling off. So you might be there one semester and the next semester you gone. So if you stood there, you stand out. You feel me? Especially if motherfuckers knew they don't know where to get no bud. I know where it's at. Boom. There it is. I jumped it off. Had a fire ass spot. 833, you know what I'm saying? Phase 2. Had that bitch pumping and motherfucking jumping. Like I say, man, at that time, man, I ain't give a fuck who you was. You come through that door, you gonna leave with something. I don't give a fuck who you is. You could have been with a badge. Nah, I wouldn't did no dumbass shit like that, but shit, I probably did. You feel me? But had that bitch jumping, man. Used to have at this time, man, I'm selling a motherfucker, I'm selling an elbow and a half a day. I got some little niggas in the freshman dorms come by 8 little niggas come over here every day and get about an ounce or two a piece. You know what I'm saying? And they come back and bring my bread. So I'm steady feeding these niggas, and I'm getting off. I'm sacking this whole pound and a half down and getting rid of it every day. I had a nigga come to my door and bring me a pound and a half, or pound, or whatever the fuck every day. I'm getting that shit gone. And it got so goddamn it got so crunk, I wasn't even going to class. That's when them goddamn two-way pages came out. Motherfucking two ways. Nigga, I'm emailing my teacher. Now, mind me, that freshman year, I forgot to leave this out. That whole freshman year while I'm clowning, acting a fool, I'm also doing my motherfucking schoolwork. It ain't shit else to do, and I was naturally a smart-ass nigga. So, I'm going to goddamn study groups and all this shit, and I'm really actually doing the work. See? Because I can actually think. I got a motherfucking mind, so I peep the game that I can really get some money out here, but at the same time, I'm getting my schoolwork done. But I done made friends, and a lot of motherfuckers knew that I could do schoolwork, so by the time I'm hustling, not going to class, I'm able to, hey, look out for me. Can you do this paper for me? Could you do this, that? And plus the motherfucking pages came out. So anything I could do online at that time, because the internet had just really jumped off at this time, anything I could do online, I could shoot to my teacher on this two-way, I'm doing that. If not, I get one of these females to do my work. Because the first semester I was on the dean's list. You know what I'm saying? The second year, I still kind of maintained, but I wasn't on the dean's list no more because I wasn't actually doing my work myself. I had too much shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I was getting this money on. You feel me? So yeah, man, we got this bitch crunk like a motherfucker. Shit, in and out, in and out, in and out. Man, I used to have the music on. You know what I'm saying? And my dumb ass, I had some speakers that I used to have in my car. You know what I'm saying? For my car burnt up. I came down there naked head. I ain't had no motherfucking wheels. Freshman year. Sophomore year till I got me one. But I took the speakers out my car and I had them bitches in my room. You know what I'm saying? Hooked up to the little radio and shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't turn them up all the way, but it had a little bang in it. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't had no amp on it. But them hoes still could make some motherfucking noise. So yeah, man. Shit, this one particular day, man. No bullshit, man. I'm sitting in the motherfucker. I got all these little youngsters that come fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? To come get all these motherfucking come get they zips. They coming to get they zips, man. I got a motherfucking triple beam scale, nigga, that say Lamarck ISD that I done stole from the goddamn school, sitting on the desk. And I'm weighing up a fresh pound to give these little niggas they shit so they can leave. My partner Blake motherfucking ass, for some reason he owned one. He crunked in the motherfucker. I'm playing the music. He come in that bitch. He turns my motherfucking radio up full blast to where this motherfucker hitting. It's hitting. We ain't tripping. We in that bitch smoking, probably drinking some shit. I'm passing out zips. Making money, doing all this shit, you know what I'm saying? The whole apartment crunk, full of smoke. It's going down. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, I'm just in that bitch. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn me. We had some neighbors downstairs. My homegirl, Crystal Dawson, from Lamarck, she stayed downstairs, but she had some roommates that we didn't know, you know what I'm saying? And her roommate, whenever we make too much noise, wrestling, cause we do all kind of shit. Whenever she didn't like, she'll hit the motherfucking the roof with a broom, you know what I'm saying? Let us know, shut the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? And we'll shut the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna respect it, goddamn, you trying to study, go to sleep or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Okay, boom. This day, this nigga done cranked my motherfucking music up to capacity. This motherfucking female, she act like she couldn't even just give us a warning or nothing. Couldn't tell us shit. She couldn't hit the motherfucking room, the broom on the ceiling, no nothing. Couldn't. She pick up the phone and call the motherfucking laws. What? The laws, nigga. Nigga, we in this bitch full. We in this hole. It's got big fat ass cloud of smoke. 9, 10 niggas sitting in here. All my roommates in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? They not participating in shit. They in their rooms doing their thing. But I got all these niggas in here. We got the music jumping. And it's just, we just having a whole little session. Whole party. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, that bitch, my partner Scooter done brought me for my birthday. My birthday had just passed. He done brought me a goddamn fan. A little bone fan, nigga. We in that whole passing that whole around getting loaded, getting fucked up, nigga. And she called the motherfucking laws. Man, say, we chilling, we smoking, we drinking. All of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, man, what the fuck is that? Boom, 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 boom. Like, man, fuck is that? So I tell Blake, I'm like, Blake, man, who is that fool? I tell my nigga Blake, go look through the peephole. He go look through the peephole, huh? And nigga turn around and say, that's the law. I say, nigga, stop playing. He say, shit. Nigga, every nigga in that hole. Nigga look like Scooby-Doo. Nigga start running on the air. I'm talking about, nigga, this shit so crazy. Nigga, about 8 niggas in there, nigga. And the crazy, nigga, the most funniest part about this shit, nigga, my nigga Big Rob in this hoe. Big Raw, big didn't eat motherfucker. This boy got somewhere, nigga. We on the 3rd floor. All my roommates in the room, nigga. These niggas scat. I do not know where these niggas at. I can't tell you where these niggas at, fool. Anyway, they get ghost, nigga. Pew! I'm in that bitch. I'm trying to grab all this motherfucking weed. I'm trying to put it up. I got this big ass triple beam. This motherfucker full of smoke. The music we done turned down, but it's still playing. I'm trying to get all my shit. I'm like, nigga, don't open that motherfucking door, nigga. Don't open the shit, nigga. I'm trying to get all my shit. I done gathered a motherfucking pound, nigga. I done took the motherfucking air vent in my room. I done took that bitch off and jammed the pound in that bitch. You know what I'm talking about? No, I didn't. That was later. But, nah, I had a little chest in my motherfucking room, you know what I'm talking about? And I was just quick thinking, man. I ran in that bitch and I threw it in my motherfucking chest. I ain't had no lock on. I just had a chest in that bitch. I put it on there. And I had a bunch of shit in my closet, all this shit. But you know, I went back in that bitch and I spoke to the law because he was in there by the end. So he smelled a little smoke. He like, you smoking in here? I'm like, yes, sir, I was smoking. He was like, was your roommate? Who else was smoking with you? I'm like, shit, I was smoking by myself. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, you know you ain't supposed to be. I'm like, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I'm being all cordial and shit. So he's like, man. So he started fucking with me. He had to detain me and all this other shit. He was like, he started searching my shit. He's like, you ain't got no more weed in here? I was like, nah, I ain't got no more weed. Now, mind you, we got all these motherfucking snitch ass niggas around this motherfucking school. Like, these niggas, I'm wild. I'm selling to any and every motherfucking body I can because I'm on the come up trying to get some money. You feel me? Somebody done already told on me. You feel me? I'm not knowing, but shit, he already know. So he in that bitch looking for the motherfucking weed. He know I got some weed in that hole. I'm like, man, I ain't got no motherfucking weed. He's searching. And it's like this shit was scripted, man. It's like this nigga, he knew where it was, but he say, this nigga done searched every motherfucking thing in that bitch. Even my motherfucking drawer. He done went in my drawer. And this, I believe this is what saved me that night. He done went through my top drawer. And I used to save all my, like I say, I used to save all my motherfucking, when I did do my work, I used to save all my letters. I mean, all my papers and stuff. Everything that I had an A plus or even a B plus, and I used to keep all my papers. So everything I had good grades on, I kept it. I kept it in this motherfucking drawer, and I had a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So him running through all my shit, he run across my grades. He like, God damn, boy. He was like, man, these your grades? I was like, yeah. He's like, man, you doing so motherfucking good, and you want to fuck up your life like this? And he just giving me a long ass lecture, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. He got me, man. I'm thinking I'm finna go to jail, all this whole ass shit. I didn't cry. I didn't had a motherfucking tear. I'm playing that role with his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm, yes, sir. And my mama, I'm doing it for my mama because my brother be locked up and all this other shit. I'm running it. I'm running because I know he finna run me through the mud. You know what I'm talking about? He steady, he running, you know what I'm saying? He steady making me feel bad though on the cool, you know what I'm saying? And really, you know what I'm saying? I was listening to him, but on the cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, hurry up, get the fuck up out of here. But he running through my shit. He steady ain't find what he wanted to find until at the very end, this nigga was about to leave. And he go through the motherfucking closet and go to my chest. Open that bitch like, voila. Big fat ass pound. All sectioned out, cause mind you, I'm sitting there, I got the QP. I mean, not the QP, I got the pound. I done weighed up everything, you know what I'm saying? I got some QPs and then I got motherfucking zips. I got a QP and I got some zips to these niggas, cause I'm finna get these, my little niggas, I'm finna wear these, distribute them off to them niggas so they can go get it on. So, all this shit is divided. And he looking at this weed. He like, man, what is all this? What is all this? And why is all sacked up and all this? He's like, man, you selling weed. I'm like, no, sir. I'm like, man, I had got my partner out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't had no money, so he had some weed. He said, man, I give you this. You know what I'm saying? And I smoked them by the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they like that. He's like, man, hell nah, you got me, you playing with me, you playing with me. At the same time, his motherfucking his goddamn walkie-talkie go off. He got a disturbance in phase 3. Some fighting shit going on over there in phase 3. So this nigga gonna turn around and tell me, say, oh nah, in the midst of all that shit, he going around looking for shit, but he done found the triple beam, he done found my little hang scale, he done found the little thing scooter about me, my little bone thing. He found some more shit and he gathered all this shit and put up in a bag. You feel me? And he left the weed separately. But he took everything that he had in that bag. When he got that disturbance call, he took that shit in the bag and he left. And he told me, he say, I'll be back and you better get rid of that weed. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, I better get rid of the weed. I better get rid of the weed. This nigga ain't take the weed. This nigga left me with the weed, y'all. This nigga say you better get rid of that weed. Hold on. I'm tripping. Nah, this what happened. The motherfucker got the disturbance call. He got the shit in the bag. He left, but before he left, he left me with the weed. He say he be back. He said, I'll be back. He left me with the weed. He took the bag. This motherfucker came back like 3 o'clock in the morning. You feel me? And he went, but hold up. Before he left, before the motherfucker left, I took that QP and I took the vent off the top of my motherfucker in my room. I took the vent off the wall and I unscrewed and I put that QP in there and I put the rest of that weed back in the thing that he found it. You know what I'm saying? He come back at 3 o'clock in the morning and told me, he say, you better get rid of that weed. And if I find out you selling weed, that's your ass. This motherfucker left me with the weed. So I decided, I was like, man, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? You hoes ain't gonna catch me with no weed in this bitch, but I'm still finna get it on. So I decided every day, whenever I go to class or wherever the fuck I'm going, I'm packing up, I'm taking everything with me. So I was like a walking lick. I'm walking around, nigga, every day, nigga. Every day you see me, nigga, I had a motherfucking pound and a half on me. At all times, nigga, when I was in Prairie View, nigga, that was me. I always had a bunch of motherfucking weed on me, man. At all times, nigga. So, it just so happened, nigga, one day I was at school. You know what I'm saying? I had left. You know what I'm saying? I went to class. I'm chilling. We chilling like a motherfucker. I get out of school. And I'm walking back from class, and I get by the basketball court. This little chick I had been messing with, she was like, hey, don't go back to your room. Don't go back to your room. Them lows over there. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, well, shit, take this. I gave her my backpack. I'm like, man, shit, I ain't nothing over there. I'm finna go see what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I got all the weed on me. I just gave it to her. Boom. She run over there. You know what I'm saying? Take it to her spot. I go over there. I'm seeing what's up. Soon as I get to my motherfucking building, you know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucking undercover in the goddamn stairwell. You know what I'm saying? I walk past him, and this motherfucker get behind me. He say, what's your name? I say, shit, my name. I started walking, kept walking up the stairs, you know what I'm saying? He was like, what's your name? I was like, man, don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying? I walked all the way to my motherfucking apartment, you know what I'm saying? When I get in that bitch, nigga, they got all my motherfucking roommates on the couch, nigga, in handcuffs, nigga. And they got some nigga I don't even know. I don't even know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? By that time, you know what I'm saying, after that law, when that law came that first time and he told me to get rid of that weed, man, I flipped the script like a motherfucker, man. If I didn't know you, I wasn't serving you. You know what I'm saying? I had took my weed everywhere I went, man. I just completely stopped doing all the little crash dummy shit, and I started moving strategically. So when I seen this nigga on the couch, and I ain't know who this nigga was, I'm like, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? They had this nigga handcuffed too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't even know this nigga, but I ain't say nothing. They put me down with these niggas, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there holding my motherfucking I'm sitting there, they got me handcuffed, and they pulled out this big ass baggie. A big ass pound baggie, you feel me? They know I got some pound, but they got some pound bag with some brown ass weed in that whole time. About that's mine. Man, you crazy. Nigga, I ain't got no brown. Nigga, what? Nigga, that ain't mine. I'm sitting there telling nigga, that ain't mine. Yo, brown ass weed, nigga. I'm talking shit to my whole ass law. Bitch, that ain't mine. Hoes ain't finna get. I'm thinking I know everything about the laws. I used to pop off like a motherfucker. You know, I know everything about the law. You hoes ain't catch me with it. That ain't mine. I'm going off, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But, needless to say, shit, them hoes pimped me with the nigga who came. He had a little weed on him, and he was looking for some weed when they was in there fucking with my roommates and shit, trying to get them to snitch on me. He walk in, or he come knock on the door looking for some weed, which I wasn't gonna give him. They done snatched him up, and now he got a sack on him, and they took his weed and jammed it in his big ass bag, talking about it's mine. Man, get out of here. You hoes fried a nigga on that dumb ass shit, man. Needless to say, man, I got kicked out of school. You know what I'm saying? I got kicked out of Prairie View, man. They sent me home. They kept my motherfucking money, man, because I didn't even know that University Village and Prairie View University was two different entities. So me and my Pell Grant paying for my motherfucking housing ain't had nothing to do with the school. So you hoes kicked me out of the housing and school. You know what I'm saying? Them two things, them different. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they kicked me out of school and they kept my money. You know what I'm saying? And I had to go back to the motherfucking crib, you know what I'm saying, at that time. You know what I'm talking about? And I did end up coming back to Prairie View, man, but it was on my dime. You know what I'm talking about? I had to pay for it because they kicked me out of school, and pretty much they wasn't giving me no more financial aid. But I like the environment so much, man, and I feel like it was so much potential out there, man, that I came back. I didn't want to be in the hood no more, down in Lamar in Texas City. I wanted to go back to school, so I came back and everything was on me. So I had to increase my hustle. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what happened with me, man. I appreciate y'all, man. It was a little long one, man. I know it was a little drug guy. But shit, I just had to let motherfuckers know, man, the PV ain't just no regular ass school, man. You had to get your motherfucking mind right at that hoe. Like, it might not be like that today, man. But back then, man, we ain't had shit but us. And we partied hard like a motherfucker. We hustled hard. We drank hard. We drug hard. We fought hard. Niggas was shooting hard. Everything was hard, man. It was a hard knock life at the PV, man. PV. You know. Feeling good, know what I'm talking about? In the crib, smoking on this good gas, you know what I'm talking about? Russell.